doing today?
We're at Route 43 in the Rage Arena. Welcome to KBA action on Elite 4 TV. Curtis Coleman on the call, bringing you the action. It's the final fourth games of the season being played, which means after this, every team will have played at least 4 games. Be a good portion of the way through the season. We've got a matchup between Johto's Lake of Rage. They are playing host to the Central City Saiyans. Both teams enter this one 1-2 on the season. Take a look at the starting lineup. Red Gyarados out there with Primeape, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and of course Feraligatr, who's been great this season. We've got great stuff in the KBA brewing. Remember, both teams entering this one 1-2 on the season. They're 8th and 9th in point differential as well, so they're pretty tight in terms of what they've been able to accomplish this season. Point guard Hitmonchan, team's leading scorer, has struggled efficiency-wise, only shooting 33% from the field. They'll look to improve that in this one. And of course, Feraligatr, the star center. Feraligatr's averaging 10.3 points a game on 66% shooting. Very efficient, looking like he could be an all-star starter. Coach Ditto looking down, and remember, Ditto at certain points has questioned whether or not he wants to coach. It may just head onto the floor, pretend to be one of the players, and they'll never tell. Both these teams entering 1-2, and here's a little thoughts and the insight. What I'm thinking both these teams are going to need to do to win. Lake of Rage, you gotta watch out for winning the turnover battle. That's how they've gotten their win this season, and their second chance points in their win this season. They outscored their opponents 13-2 on second chance points. Here's Mr. Popo, the coach of the Central City Saiyans. Let's get him off screen before we get any racially insensitive comments. And we've got the tip-off take between Piccolo and Feraligatr, and that is won by Piccolo. And if you notice, we're up to 8-minute quarters now, and I think this is the last quarter length change we're going to have. More offense, more stats, just more excitement in the KBA. Trunks with it. Trunks is going to send it inside. Super boost shot attempt blocked by Red Gyarados. They had a block party in their last game. Hitmonchan sends it inside. Feraligatr banks it home. And Lake of Rage is on the board first. Feraligatr averaging 10 points a game this season, as mentioned. Good feed by Goku inside to Super Boo. Boo will go underneath and put it home. Remember, both these teams only played 3 games so far, so their numbers look a little different from other teams. Primeape finds Hitmonchan. Him and Vegeta look pretty similar, honestly. When Vegeta's in Saiyan mode, same color hair. As Primeape's going to send it to Hitmonchan over Goku. Gets that shot to fall. Good confidence booster for Hitmonchan right away. And a good start for Lake of Rage offensively. Goku on the other side. He's been fantastic this year. In the top 10 in assists per game in the KBA. Finds Piccolo. Piccolo's going to pull up from the free throw line. That's good. Both teams clean shot makes so far. Hitmonchan drives, throws it down. Oh my! Made Goku, or remembered that Goku was a kid, and just dunks it over him. I'm not sure Goku knew what was coming for him. Vegeta's gonna get blocked by Primeape. Primeape sends it ahead to Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan turns, sends it inside. That's intercepted by Trunks. At one point was the steals leader in the KBA. Not anymore, but that'll help his cause to climb back up the rankings. Here's Goku. Drives to his left. Puts it up. Got it. Goku, a little bit of a height disadvantage against some of the other players. Gets it off just before Feraligatr comes in to swat it away. Goku's averaging 10.3 points a game. Second leading scorer on the team. Primeape at the other side gets a good screen from Red Gyarados. Primeape is going to put up a tough shot. He banks it home. Primeape's first bucket of the game. Timeout called by Central City. 8-6, Lake of Rage, the lead. some solid fundamental offensive plays on both sides as Ditto talking things over with its team. We're out of the timeout, into action. Goku takes the inbound from Trunks. We're only 2.5 minutes in, already 8-6. Finds Vegeta. Vegeta against Primeape. Vegeta is going to be fouled. I believe that's Feraligatr. So Vegeta will head to the line. Vegeta's averaging 7.7 points, 1 rebound, 0.7 assists a game as we take a look as to how Central City got to this point. They opened things up with a 49-38 win over the Kanto Embers, looking good in that victory. Then they fell to Goldenrod by 10 points in their second game. Third game, they handed Palatown their first win of the season in a pretty disastrous performance based on how poor Palatown looks. Vegeta's got the first free throw. As mentioned, Vegeta averaging 7.7, 1 rebound, 7.7 points, 1 rebound, 0.7 assists, 61% from the field. Very solid. He's going to make both free throws. And one thing that's key for the Saiyans, they're going to have to stay out of foul trouble, and that won't help. Vegeta's going to get called for the foul. Or is that Boo getting called for the foul? Primeape's going to head to the line either way. They got in major foul trouble against Palatown, doubling the starters' number of fouls. And Primeape reaps the advantages of it there. Primeape averaging somewhat similar numbers to Vegeta, 7.3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist a game, 40% from the field. As Primeape's first game, he only scored 4 points. Second game was also 4 points, but coming off it, easily his best game of the season, 14 points, 2 assists in that loss against Palatown. Primeape's got 3 already. Second free throw is also good. So we've seen some trips to the line so far. Early in this one, not even 3 minutes in. And some solid fundamental basketball. Vegeta gets open, takes the 3. That won't go. Rebound by Red Gyarados. Red Gyarados starting his second game of the season. Bit of confusion with Ditto, as I think Ditto maybe got a little jealous and Red Gyarados wasn't starting for the first couple games, which is a little strange because Red Gyarados is basically the captain of the team, really the mascot of the team, as Feraligatr puts it in off the pass from Red Gyarados. Feraligatr's got 4, and it's a 4-point game. Goku against Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan known for its defense. Goku blocked by Red Gyarados. Rebound by Hitmonchan, who runs it right out of bounds. A disaster on that play. And it'll go back to being Saiyans ball. They say thank you very much. Now the Saiyans are a weird team, I'd say, because their best player this season by far has been Imperfect Cell. Imperfect Cell, of course, comes off the bench, which is what makes it so interesting. Imperfect Cell maybe been the best front court player in the KBA this year and is easily the favorite for 6th Mon of the year. Trunks, he's going to lay it in. Good elevation on that play. Lake of Rage hasn't missed a shot yet on offense. Here's Hitmonlee, gets a bit of a screen, pick and roll action with Feraligatr. That's stolen by Piccolo, who leads the KBA in blocks this season. The other side, there's a strip by Primeape against Vegeta. Primeape at the other side, slows down, gives it up to Hitmonchan, pulls up from 3, got it! And the foul! What a start for Hitmonchan! 7 points already, and Goku with the foul on the landing. Hitmonchan, a chance for a 4-point game, 4-point play. Hitmonchan going back to what worked earlier in the season. In their first game, 19 points, 4 assists. That was the game they won. Then 11 points, and coming off a 7-assist game, but on 3 for 11 shooting, not ideal. 7 assists is the most in the KBA this season in a game. Tied with a few other players. Hitmonchan's going to hit it. hit the free throw. And remember, with the extra long quarters, perhaps there's more opportunity for higher stats. As mentioned, for those of you just joining us, we're up to 8-minute quarters now as Piccolo's going to put it in. It's been some solid fundamental offensive plays on both sides, but remember, Lake of Rage just hasn't missed a shot yet. It's probably pretty key. Hitmonchan drives to his right. Hitmonchan waits, hands it off. He's going to find Feraligatr. Good finish. Faked me out even. Feraligatr's got 6 in the opening quarter. And it's 18-12. Both teams lighting it up so far. Goku finds Super Boo. Kind of fools Red Gyarados for a second, but Red Gyarados didn't get too far out of position for Super Boo to take a shot. Super Boo is going to give it off to Trunks. Trunks puts it up. That's blocked by Red Gyarados. Red Gyarados putting on a rim protection display. Hitmonlee sends it the other way. Primeape wide open inside. Got the inside lane. A great feed from Hitmonlee. And a great feed from Primeape, apologies. And Hitmonlee at 6. Hitmonchan loving it. Johto looking outstanding right now. They're up 20-12, on pace for easily the highest scoring game this KBA season. We're only 5 minutes in. A timeout called by the Saiyans. They're out of it. In comes Lord Beerus. Cell finds Goku. Goku back to Cell. Back to Goku. Gives it off. Beerus was open on the outside. Upped it again, shooting the 3. Cell's working it inside. Beerus was open. Decides to try to shoot, but it's blocked by Entei, and Entei loves it. Well, one thing about Lake of Rage is that they've had outstanding play from their bigs this season. Entei has been one of the top 6 men in the entire KBA, but the problem is all their top players are bigs, and Beerus is going to be blocked there by Hitmonlee. Changing up the formula a little, but a jump ball called. As I believe that was Primeape and Goku both battling for it. No, Arcanine. Apologies. Arcanine and Goku, 2 legendary figures. And Arcanine's going to win the tip-off. We're going to win the jump ball. Arcanine gives it off to Feraligatr. Feraligatr obviously native to Johto, so it feels a special bond with this team and its fan base, as Houndoom's going to miss that shot. It's rebounded by the Saiyans. Cell takes it inside, won't get it to go. Rebound by Entei, a rare miss from Cell, who's been fundamentally outstanding this season. Houndoom at the other end. Great move and banks it home. That was after missing Lake of Rage's first shot of the game. And the lead is up to 10 all of a sudden. Cell trying to go to work against Entei. Thought about the turnaround jumper. Instead, it's going to pass it off to Beerus. Here's Krillin. Krillin gets a bit of space. Krillin drives. Great use of the muscle by Krillin. You don't expect that out of this smaller Krillin, but going to muscle his way through and finish at the hoop. Maybe he saw some android baddies in the crowd and turned into Prime Steph Curry and an alley-oop. Arcanine to Feraligatr. Feraligatr's got 8 in the opening quarter, and the lead is back to 10. Goku breaks to his left. If he had kept running, that was an easy bucket. But it's going to slow down and give Lake of Rage a chance to stop them on D. Piccolo on the outside. Piccolo gives it to Goku. Goku behind the arc. Pulls up. 3. No good. Rebound. Entei deflects it to Feraligatr. What a start it's been for Lake of Rage. Here's Arcanine. Drives to his right. Nearly lost the ball. Is going to give it to Feraligatr in the post. This is a great mismatch. Up against Krillin. Easy finish. Feraligatr has 10 in the opening quarter. We're in the final minute of the opening quarter. 26-14 now the lead. Goku with it. Drives to his right. Blocked. And the rebound picked up by Feraligatr. Pushing the pace the other way. Finds Entei. The jumper. Blocked by Cell. Rebounded by Cell. Cell on the other side. Cell spin move. Oh my! Breaks Arcanine's ankles. And Cell with the easy finish. Cell, the team's leading scorer, averaging 11.3 points, 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists. He's just been their best player this season. As Arcanine is going to be stripped by Goku. Shot clock turned off. Cell, other way. Pulls up. No good. Rebound by Feraligatr. Feraligatr passes half court. Passes it to his left. Hitmonlee in the corner now. Hitmonlee, a long two, no good. Rebound by Cell, and that will do it for the opening quarter. Lake of Rage, what an offensive opening performance. They lead 26-16 through 1. We'll be back with more action.
26. The Hawks. 16.
We're back just outside the Lake of Rage in Johto for the second quarter of this matchup between the Central City Saiyans and Johto's Lake of Rage, of course. And the fans have gotta be feeling everything but rage. They're up 26-16, a clinical first quarter offensively from Lake of Rage. Curtis Coleman on the call for the KBA on Elite 4 TV. And it looks like they're going full bench for the second quarter. Hitmonchan takes it out. He's got 9 points already. Finds Houndoom to Entei. For those of you just joining us, remember I mentioned earlier it's an 8-minute quarters now, just to add a little more offense, a little more excitement to the games. Naruto takes the feed. Other way, he's going to be fouled after a block by Cell, I believe. And Naruto will head to the line. We mentioned the Saiyans really struggle with winning the foul battle. So good to see Naruto running to the hoop, if you will, and drawing the foul. It's disappointing we haven't really seen a signature run, but hopefully we'll see it in the future. Naruto's averaging 0.7 points, 0.7 rebounds, 0.3 assists, steals, and blocks on the season, 40% shooting. Pretty cut and dry overall. Naruto's first free throw is good. First point of the game, and look at that lengthy neck that Naruto presents. Just an intimidation factor, I think, trying to turn into a little executor. Second free throw, also good. Entered this one with 2 points on the season, 2 points already tonight. Maybe he will increase his average. Hitmonchan gives it off to Marshadow. Marshadow drives to his right. Marshadow stripped of the ball by Piccolo. Piccolo's been great defensively so far, despite the... Oh, I guess I shouldn't say he's been great defensively if they're down by 8 because their opponents can't miss a shot. Here's Naruto. Other side, blocked by Entei. Rebound by Cell. Cell in tight. Blocked again. Entei is going to catch that one. Snatch it out of midair before it can go in. Feraligatr slows down. Picks up speed. Spin move. Gets around Naruto and finishes. Feraligatr's got 12. That's already above his season scoring average. Here's Naruto. Apologies, that's Roshi. Krillin finds Roshi. Roshi poked the ball, poked free by Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan, the break the other way. Naruto running back on defense. Great work by Naruto. There you go, the Naruto speed on display. He's going to grab the rebound and take it the other way up against Entei. Blocked again, Entei. Third block of the play. They take it the other way. The finish attempt not good. Rebound picked up by Piccolo. Fast-paced game right now. Cell, great feed inside. Krillin's going to finish. Krillin's got 4. And the Saiyans shooting 36% from the field. Not ideal. 67% though from Lake of Rage. That is pretty ideal. Hitmonchan. He's going to take it inside against Piccolo. Great interior defense. And Piccolo will grab the rebound. Piccolo's been pretty much on fire all game. Naruto, other side, puts it up. No good. Rebound by Entei. Once again, I mentioned Lake of Rage has been so strong with their bigs this season. Entei has been one of the best bigs in the entire KBA, and really don't see that much because he's off the bench. As a block on that side, driving the other way. Master Roshi finishes it off. Master of the layup Roshi. It's a 6-point game now. Houndoom finds Hitmonchan. The reverse jam! Hitmonchan turns into a flying type on that play. Through the legs. Something out of a dunk contest. And Roshi can only watch in awe Hitmonchan has 10 points. Apologies, I said 9 earlier as Houndoom nearly strips the ball from Piccolo. They're going to pull up. Shot attempt. No good. Rebound by Feraligatr. Stretching the floor. Houndoom takes the feed and puts it in inside with the foul. Houndoom will head to the line.
Defensive foul. Number 18.
Great feed from Entei, and this is what I'm talking about. Entei, one of the best bigs in the KBA. And just doesn't seem to get that much playing time because of the players ahead of him. And I'm not complaining. These are really good players ahead of him. As Houndoom will be set to head to the line. Houndoom averaging 1.3 points, 0.3 rebounds, 0.7 assists, 0.7 steals, and 0.3 blocks on 33% shooting. The free throw is good, and Houndoom's got 5. Entered this one with 4 points total on the year, so will increase his scoring average by at least 1 point a game. Here's Krillin up against Houndoom. Dancing around with the ball, finds Piccolo, who puts it up. That's no good. Rebound by Gyarados. Gyarados gives it to Hitmonchan. To Groudon, making his first appearance of the game. Groudon, not a fan of the Lake of Rage location, so was a bit disappointed when he was traded there in the offseason. Houndoom's shot won't go. But if anything, Groudon is unconfrontational. I'm sorry, no, Groudon seems quite unhappy here, but they're saying, no, we're not known for kind of being a bit of a team cancer. He's kind of stuck here. No one really wants him. Naruto passes it to Krillin. Krillin blocked by Marshadow. Marshadow passes it ahead, wide open. Another through the legs jam. Hitmonchan turning it into his personal dunk contest. 12 points and is a plus 11 so far. What a turnaround by Hitmonchan. Other side, shot won't go. Foul comes against Hitmonchan. It'll be Roshi heading to the line. Master Roshi, also the kind of player who would turn into prime Steph Curry if he were to see some baddies courtside. Roshi averaging 6.3 points, 0.7 rebounds, 1 assist a game, 50% shooting, 80% from 3. But they're down 13, so they need him to make some of these. First free throw's good. Roshi's got 3 on the game. Super Boo and Trunks coming back in. Piccolo and Naruto sitting on the bench. Right now, bench points is 9-5 in favor of the Saiyans. Just problem is, Hitmonchan and Feraligatr are outscoring the Saiyans on their own. Roshi's going to make both free throws, got the lead to 11. Hitmonchan at the other side against Roshi. Dribbles to his right, turns around. Now with his left hand. He's going to send it to Marshadow. Marshadow's got Trunks on him. Marshadow had the opportunity for an alley-oop, decides to take it. Marshadow puts it up over Trunks. That won't go. Rebound by the time-traveling Saiyan. Finds Cell. Cell breaks by. And a clear path foul.
Number 2.
Coming against Marshadow. And yeah, it was a pretty clear path, I'll say. Cell will head to the line. You mentioned Cell. Incredible. 11.3 points, 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists, a steal, a block, 56% from the field. Easy favorite for 6th Mon of the year. It's not even a competition right now. I mean, they're still betting odds, but if this performance were to continue until maybe the 8th game of the year, betting odds would close and probably immediately pay back. Due to how dominant he's been. He's going to make both free throws. And the lead is down to 9 now. Central City perhaps clawing their way back into it. Cell will inbound. Get a bit of technical difficulties on the broadcast. And don't worry, we're back. Finds Super Boo. Finds Roshi. Roshi dribbling on the outside against Arcanine. Finds Super Boo. Super Boo against Gyarados. Gives it off to Trunks. Trunks sends it to Roshi for 3. No good. Time was winding down. Had to get something off. Good pass. But Roshi couldn't make the 3. Groudon grabs the rebound, and it's Arcanine now. Arcanine bounce pass to Primeape. Same hair between the two of them. And Primeape really does live up to the Lake of Rage names. He's going to blow by and finish. Primeape's got 8.5. 59% shooting from Lake of Rage. Offensive clinic and defensive clinic, to be fair. Only 32% from the Saiyans. Here's Roshi. Pulls up. 3. Good. Roshi, a big 3. Has 7 points now. That's a team high. Primeape behind the back pass. Groudon can't finish. Tried getting fancy with that 8-point lead. Cell with the rebound. Boo. Vegeta going to be fouled by Primeape. And Vegeta will head back to the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. The 4th team foul.
Primeape immediately knows that's a foul. Says, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Number 5. At the line.
Imagine Vegeta a chance to cut the lead to 6. Mentioned averaging 7.7 points, 1 rebound a game. He's going to make the first one as 3 points now. Roshi loving that. Gives him a high five before second attempt. Vegeta's second free throw is also good. Vegeta's got 4, and the lead is only down to 6 now. We're down to only 6. Marshadow dribbling behind the back, up against Trunks. Great individual effort. Marshadow with the finish. Marshadow's first bucket of the game. Roshi on the other side, up against Arcanine. Gets a screen from Trunks. Thought about pulling the trigger, will instead pass it off to Trunks off the pick and roll. Vegeta, they give to Cell in the post, looking for something. Finds Vegeta for 3. Good! Vegeta's got 7 now, and the Saiyans are on a 12-4 run. They are back in it, and a timeout called by Lake of Rage, and they need it. Because they have been outscored 18-13 in the second quarter, and all of a sudden, this is a game. The Saiyans have done a great job keeping their composure, especially their bench. But we mentioned the Saiyans, that's their strength this season. Their bench is maybe the best in the game. It's their starters that's the problem. In fact, the Saiyans, the worst ranked offense coming into this one. Primeape drives. Primeape going to be fouled and head back to the line. A good attack by Primeape. They'll get a chance to increase that lead again. We'll take a look at how Lake of Rage has gotten here to this point. First game of the season, they won by 1 over Rock Tunnel. Hitmonchan being named player of the game. We've had 19 points in that win, 4 assists. 58-57 the final in that one. Then they lost 57-56 to Celadon City. Scizor being named player of the game in that one. And their most recent game, which was a while ago to be fair, it was a 80-73 loss to the Kanto Embers. Charmander being named player of the game. Primeape's got 9 points now, and obviously Lake of Rage looking to improve to 2-2 on the year. And their big 3 of Primeape, Hitmonchan, and Feraligatr leading the way big time. A combined 34 points for those 3 players. That's as many as the Saiyans have total. Roshi going up, blocked by Groudon. And they have done such a good job protecting the rim. Nothing has gotten through them. Feed, Gyarados, turn around, and he was fading away. Gonna get it to go. Gyarados is hyped up. Gyarados' first bucket of the game. Roshi finds Vegeta. Now Gyarados in his first game starting had 6 blocks. That's tied for the most in a game this season. Super Boo, Vegeta, Roshi. Trunks pulls up from 3. Got it! Trunks not a big shooter, but drains that one. Lead down to 6. Groudon to Arcanine. Back to Groudon. Groudon on the outside. Gives it to Arcanine. Hitmonlee. Pulls up for a long 2. That's good. Hitmonlee's first bucket. It's an 8-point game. 8 seconds to go in the half. Super Boo up against Gyarados. 3 seconds. Super Boo gonna have to put one up. That's no good. That'll do it for the opening half. Lake of Rage, an offensive clinic and defensive clinic still being put on display. They lead 45-37 at the break, but the Saiyans perhaps mounting a little bit of a comeback. We'll be back shortly to see the rest of this one. Welcome back. It's Curtis Coleman with the KBA on Elite 4 TV, and the Lake of Rage currently leads the Central City Saiyans 45-37 after 2 quarters. It's been a great start for Lake of Rage, and major standout stats. They're shooting 61% from the field. They're allowing 36% from the field, I believe, and they have 12 blocks. Insane numbers. They're easily chasing that season high. Hitmonlee's gonna pull up from 3. He's feeling confident. That won't go. Rebound by Piccolo. I believe the most blocks in a game this season is actually the Saiyans, what they did in their last game. Goku stepping around. Piccolo, good finish. That was a tough finish at the hoop, but Piccolo gets it to go. 6 points for Piccolo. For those of you just joining us, it's 8-minute quarters now to add more offense, more excitement to the game, and Lake of Rage is taking advantage of it, padding their stats perhaps a little bit. And a foul called against Super Boo as Hitmonchan set to come in, and I believe it's going to be the 5 starters out there now for Lake of Rage. Stars in the first half: Feraligatr, Hitmonchan, Primeape, a big 3, combining for 34 points. Here's Primeape. Puts it up. That's no good. Rebound by Super Boo. Boo dribbles it forward. Passes it up to Vegeta. Vegeta swatted away by Gyarados. That's going to head out. That's block number 13 on the game for the team. And as mentioned, probably chasing that number set in the previous game by the Saiyans. I'll look to see what that is in just a little bit as Piccolo an inbound to a wide open Vegeta, who finishes with the mid-range shot. Vegeta's got 9 points, very solid numbers. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. Don't look now. The Saiyans are mounting a comeback. Primeape, his shot doesn't get through. I believe that was Vegeta with the block. Super Boo takes it the other way, up against Primeape. This is a bit of a mismatch. Looking for the alley-oop. Vegeta's going to be blocked by Gyarados yet again. Hitmonlee blazing the other way. Banks it home. Hitmonlee's got 4 points. Super Boo takes it up. Finds Trunks. Trunks against Hitmonlee. Trunks thought about turning around jumper. Hitmonlee, good defense right now, which is kind of out of character, known for his offense more so than his defense, but his role in this team requires him, I guess, to play a little more defense. Feraligatr on the rebound. Feraligatr takes it up. Feraligatr to Hitmonlee to Primeape. Primeape drives to his left. That doesn't get through. I believe that was deflected at some point, perhaps by Vegeta. And let's get that off screen, please, producer. We at the KBA, Elite Four TV, do not condone any kind of racial stereotyping. Hitmonlee's shot is good. Hitmonlee heating up to begin the third quarter. And the lead back up to 8. Goku to Piccolo. Back to Goku. Goku was quiet in the first half, only 2 points to his name. Finds Vegeta for 3, wide open, no good. Gyarados getting physical on the rebound, but gets it. Gyarados sends it ahead for Feraligatr. Over Piccolo, that swatted away from behind. Trunks finds Piccolo up against Feraligatr. Gives it off to Trunks. Trunks nearly lost the dribble. We'll have to pass it off to Goku. Gonna send it to Vegeta, who's in a weird spot. Super Boo fakes out Gyarados, turns around a few times and just puts Gyarados in a blender. Super Boo's got 4. And a timeout called by Lake of Rage. We will see what they can do to out of the timeout to fix things. The lead's down to 6 now. So they certainly do need a bit of a wake-up call. And looking at that number now, number was 15 blocks that Central City had against Pallet Town in their last game. And an illegal screen's going to be called against Gyarados, so Hitmonlee draining that 3 does not matter. Or Hitmonchan, sorry. Now, rumors are that Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are wishing to, wanting to go home, whatever that means. I assume that means potentially requesting a trade to the Saffron Kicks, which would make sense. Vegeta's shot won't go. Rebound by Feraligatr. I think it's a bit of a diva move, but, you know, you do want to play for your home team. And that is very much theirs. Hitmonchan's going to pull up from 3. Contested offensive interference called against Feraligatr, who came in for the putback a little too early. And the Saiyans will get it back. Only 10 points being scored the third quarter so far. Not really that much. Goku gives it to Trunks. Trunks to Super Boo. Back to Trunks. Goku swings it to Vegeta. Vegeta to Piccolo. Piccolo. Feraligatr saw right through that. And that's another thing Central City has trouble with. They have a lot of grenades that they pass off where they need to shoot it immediately. Feraligatr read that like a book. And maybe the easiest block you'll ever see. Hitmonchan up against Goku. Bounce pass to Entei. Entei posts up against Super Boo. That won't go. Rebound by Boo, and I believe that's 14 blocks now. So 1 away from matching the season high. Trunks driving, spinning. Great work by Trunks. Lead down to 4 again. Trunks has 7. Here's Hitmonchan. Trying the alley-oop. That's intercepted by Vegeta. He's got a few steals. Goku in the corner. 3. Good. Goku's got 5. And it is a 1-point game. We have ourselves a matchup. Hitmonchan going to work. He's going to pull up when Goku's all over him. Not sure what the thought process was there. Hitmonchan looking like his old self, bricking shots, inefficiency. Goku. Waiting. Offensive 3-second violation against Vegeta. He cannot believe it. Timeout called by Lake of Rage, and they need it. They are losing their grip on this game.
Substitution on the court.
Central City, 11-4. They've outscored Lake of Rage in the third quarter.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic.
And it looks like the benches are now on. Hitmonchan still on. He's going to pull up. Off balance a little bit, and again, just didn't take time to adjust himself. Pretty certain miss. Super Boo on the other side. Drives. Finishes. Good stuff from Super Boo. And the Saiyans, for the first time, lead this basketball game. Lake of Rage has seen it all collapse around them. But in the KBA, no lead is safe. Here's Entei. Finds Feraligatr. He posts up against Cell. Feraligatr gives the lead right back to Lake of Rage. Feraligatr's got 14. That's a game high. Krillin. Spins a little up against Houndoom. Krillin nearly lost the ball. Goku gives it right back to Krillin. Krillin waits. Krillin puts it up. Gets it to go. Krillin's got 6 points, and Central City greatly improving their field goal percentage. 36% in the first half. They're up to 54% in the second half. As Marshadow's going to draw the foul against Beerus. There you go. How about that for a response? And Lake of Rage retakes the lead once again.
Number 43. That's his first.
Only 9 bench points for Lake of Rage right now.
Second team foul.
To 19
At the line for one.
for Central City. That's what's keeping them in this game, and we knew that their bench was super strong. Marshadow at the line averaging 1.7 points, 1.3 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 1 block, and 0.3 steals on only 18% from the field. So getting some good buckets in this one will certainly help its numbers. Enter this one, 5 total points on the season, has 5 points tonight. Roshi. Waits. Maybe he forgets he has the ball. Is he that old? I don't know. Roshi's going to pull up. 3, no good. Had him right where he wanted him and just bricks it. Rebound by Entei. Entei driving through. Entei, spin move. Entei going to work. How about taking on everybody by yourself? Entei's first bucket of the game. And the lead is back up to multiple buckets. Krillin. He's going to find Roshi. Roshi over Hitmonchan. No good. Rebound by Feraligatr. Right now, their bench is shooting them back out of the game. Hitmonchan, they give to Feraligatr. 15 seconds separating shot and game clock. Hitmonchan gets a screen. Hitmonchan pulls up. That's a long 2. That's no good, but Feraligatr was there for the rebound. Finds Hitmonchan. Second chance. No good. Rebound by Feraligatr again. And he says, fine, I'll do it myself. And finishes on the third go. He's got 16 points. And it's a 6-point game with 15 seconds left. Cell rushes it up the court. Cell dribbles, drives, fouled, will head to the line. With 3.6 seconds left. And Cell certainly hasn't been as strong as he was in previous games in this one, but to be fair, at the same time, really hasn't had the playing time. We were thinking Coach Mr. Popo had adjusted the minutes, and behind the scenes, we also convened to make sure that Cell would be getting a good portion of minutes, but that doesn't seem to be the case in this game. So it looks like we'll have to go back to the drawing board and talk things over. Cell at the line, makes the first free throw, has 5 points. Remember, averaging 11.3 on the game, so certainly not what he was hoping for entering this one. If it were to end now, he'd only be He'd be averaging below 10 points a game again. Second free throw, also good. Cell's got 6. Arcanine pulls up to end the quarter, no good. So Lake of Rage barely hanging on to a 4-point lead through 3 quarters. But Central City has been clawing their way back in it. They even briefly took a lead before losing it almost immediately. But we still have 1 quarter of play to decide this one. Stick around, you don't want to miss it.
54.
We're back. We've got at least 8 minutes left to decide this one. Lake of Rage currently leading 58-54 over the Central City Saiyans. We take a look at the assist of the game, and they were showing off at the beginning. Arcanine, the alley-oop to Feraligatr. That was when times were a lot easier for Lake of Rage when they had that massive lead. And now, since that first quarter, the score is 38-32 in favor of Central City. We'll see if they can finish off a great comeback. Curtis Coleman on the call for KBA on Elite 4 TV. Here's Cell against Groudon. Puts it up, draws the foul. We'll head back to the line. Cell points at the camera, says, I'm coming for you. And I'm not sure where he's threatened right now because he hasn't had the best performance. But he has been getting to the line.
Shooting for Atlanta.
Cell a chance to cut the lead to 2 now. Remember, entered this one averaging 11.3 points, 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists. Just their best player, straight up. And maybe, I said, the best front court player of the season. One of them, at least. Certainly his numbers will go down after this one, or almost certainly. But their bench has been what's kept them in this game. Cell's got 7 points now. The bench points 22-12 right now in favor of Central City. And we mentioned going into this, they might have the best bench in the league, maybe Goldenrod. But Central City is, in terms of starter skill versus bench skill, they are the most safe going with their bench. And it's now a 2-point game. Here's Red Gyarados. Finds Hitmonlee. We haven't seen as many blocks from Lake of Rage in this third quarter, in this second half. Gyarados is going to show off his range. Drain that 3. Red Gyarados has 5 now. Other side, a 3. Roshi won't go. Rebound from Gyarados. Gyarados has got to be closing in on what would be a KBA high this season for rebounds. Groudon gets a screen from Gyarados. Groudon kicks out, corner 3. Hitmonlee, yes sir! Hitmonlee's got 9. And the lead back up to 8. Alley-oop attempt, intercepted by Gyarados. What a game it's been for Gyarados. Hitmonlee wide open to Groudon inside. Groudon finishes that off, first bucket of the game. And all of a sudden, an 8-0 run springs Lake of Rage back into the forefront. Another attempt, another block by Gyarados. For 3, Arcanine, no good. Rebound, Groudon comes swooping in. Blocked by Cell on the second go. But it'll remain a Lake of Rage ball. And they need reinforcements quickly because that bench is looking quite poor right now.
Number 99.
And Entei, Groudon, we mentioned the depth in the front court that's had by Lake of Rage as Primeape pulls up from 3. That's no good. Rebound, it'll go out and be Saiyans ball. We're in 8-minute quarters to ramp up the stats, ramp up the action as the games go along. as a timeout called by the Saiyans. They need it. They need to catch their breath. They need a new game plan because a 10-point comeback in 6 minutes isn't the easiest thing to do against a solid team like Lake of Rage. I will, especially when you have the lowest scoring offense in the entire league. I will say Lake of Rage doesn't have the best defense. They're 9th ranked in that category. But the Saiyans need to get something quickly. Cell gives it off. Trunks is going to be blocked by Hitmonlee. Everybody's in on the block party. Everybody's invited. Primeape turns around, finds Gyarados. Back to Primeape. 8 on the shot clock. Spins by Vegeta. Primeape, what athleticism! Primeape has 12 on 50% shooting. Entered this one averaging a bit over 7 a game. Goku. Feed to Cell. Cell, turnaround, jumper, no good. Rebound by Groudon. The Saiyans, no points in the last almost 3 minutes. A 10-0 run by Lake of Rage. Gyarados finds Hitmonchan, banks it home. Hitmonchan's got 14. That's above his season average of 12.7 a game. Goku to Boo. Boo's going to be blocked, but a foul called against Red Gyarados. He's just getting a little too excited to join the block party. He's probably got at least 6 blocks, maybe likely a season high, which would be 7. Super Boo will head to the line. Boo enters this one averaging 6.7 points, 5.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 3 blocks a game. That's 4th in the entire KBA. As the top 4 spots all occupied by members of Celadon City and Central City. But that might be changing with the way Red Gyarados has played tonight. Super Boo, such an ugly shooting form, but will make the first one. He's got 7 points now. The lead down to 13. That's their first point in quite a bit of time. Second free throw. Good. Super Boo's got 8. That's one short of a team high now. And despite the poor game from Cell, he still is just 1 point back of what would be their team high. Primeape up against Vegeta. Can't finish. Rebound by Vegeta. Boo. 3. No good. Rebound. Picked up by Cell. Good work inside. Cell will finish. Cell's got a team high 10. And even despite what has evidently been its worst game of the season, Cell is still showing out. Hitmonchan dribbles right by Goku. Makes him look silly. Hitmonchan's got 16. That's tied for a game high with Feraligatr. Cell to Vegeta. Finds Goku. Goku to Trunks. Wide open. 3. Good.
Number 7.
Trunks has 10, what I believe is a season high. Entered this one averaging only 5.3 points a game. So good stuff from Trunks. At least a bright spot. Here's Hitmonchan. Give it off. Gyarados fouled by Super Boo. And we'll head to the line.
Number 25. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Mentioned earlier, Gyarados came off the bench to start the season, and partway through, I think Coach Ditto realized, wait a minute, this is like the mascot of our team. This is the captain. Why is Red Gyarados coming off the bench? Red Gyarados obviously making no mistake in his play time as a starter. 5.3 points, 6 boards a game, 1.7 assists, 2.3 blocks. We'll head to the line, makes the first free throw. up to 6 points now. And in his first game as a starter, he had 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 5 blocks. He's going to have even more today. Gyarados up to 7 points. Vegeta. The give to Goku. Goku to Trunks. It's an 11-point game. Trunks from 3. Got it! It rolls around the rim and falls. Trunks is a team high 13. Got to be a season high as well. Gyarados, blocked by Boo. Rebound by Goku. Goku dribbles it out. He's been more of a facilitator tonight. Finds Vegeta, who finishes that one off. Vegeta's got 11. A 12-4 run for the Saiyans. Are they back in it? It's only a 6-point game now. Timeout called by Lake of Rage. Again, they don't want to let this get out of hand. Maybe they're getting a little tired. Maybe they played their starters a little too early in the fourth quarter. That now they're exhausted when it matters most. And Lake of Rage and the Saiyans have a bench to go to. Feraligatr, player of the game, easy pick. Feraligatr, dominant on the glass, led the way up front, 16 points. That's a game high. Great stuff from the Final Evolution starter Pokemon. Enter this one, 10.3 points, 7.3 boards, 2.7 assists. A game on 67% from the field. Primeape. Hitmonchan thought about shooting. He's going to lob it up instead. That's poked away. It'll go out. Remain Lake of Rage ball. They catch a lucky break. I'm not sure what Hitmonchan was thinking on that play.
Lakers ball.
Vegeta had the last touch on it. Quick inbound to Hitmonchan. It's a short pass, 10 on the shot clock. Hitmonchan dribbles around Goku, going up against Piccolo. Going to be fouled by King Piccolo. Hitmonchan will head to the line.
That's his first.
Mentioned 16 points for Hitmonchan so far. 12.7 points a game this season. 1 rebound, 4 assists.
At the line for the Lakers.
Entering this one, Hitmonchan 7th in the KBA in scoring. Only player in the top 10 in that category in this one. In rebounding, Feraligatr ranked 6th with 7.3 a game. In assists, Goku 2nd in the entire KBA. Hitmonchan tied for 3rd with 4. Steals, Trunks, Cell, and Goku all in the top 10. Meanwhile, Groudon also a steal a game, and Gyarados enters this one ranked 7th in blocks. And that number's sure to get better, as mentioned earlier. Hitmonchan's going to make the first free throw. Game high, 17 now. What a bounce-back game it's been for Hitmonchan. The tendency still a little selfish, not really in character, but really getting the job done offensively today. Super Boo up against Gyarados, just races by him. Puts it up. That's no good. Rebound. Piccolo banks it home. Piccolo's got 8 points. It's a 14-6 run. In the last little bit, Hitmonchan nearly stripped of the ball. Gets it off to Feraligatr instead. He's in the post. He does a spin move. He won't get it to go. Rebound by Piccolo. Super Boo takes it past half court. It's a 6-point game with under 2 minutes to go. Super Boo dribbles to his right. Super Boo's got Vegeta on his right. Going up against Hitmonchan, likes this matchup, puts it up, and puts it in. Super Boo's got 10. Here you see 5 rebounds as well, and that pass by Hitmonchan goes right to Vegeta. Goku, other way, finishes it off. Goku's got 7, and it's a 2-point game. They say thank you very much, and we've got a game again. Hitmonchan with it, gets a screen, pulls up, 3, got it! Hitmonchan's got 21, just the 5th player this season to break 20 points. And what a huge bucket that was. The lead is back up to 5. Super Boo. Other side. Won't go. Rebound by Gyarados. Feraligatr. Sends it to the corner. Hitmonchan blows by Boo. Won't get it to go. Rebound by Boo. Under a minute to go. They need some points quickly. They're down 5. Super Boo. Up against Hitmonchan. A little too heavy on the shot. Grabs his own rebound. Puts it in. Super Boo's got 12. 3-point game. 45 seconds left. One team will exit this one. 2-2 on the year. Hitmonchan over Goku. No good. Rebound by Piccolo. Here comes Goku. 8 seconds separate shot and game clock, so they don't need a 3 here. But it would be helpful. Boo. Finds Trunks to Vegeta. Goku. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Trunks gets it. Hitmonlee, good defense, racing over to cover him. 3 seconds left. Trunks puts up a long 3. No good. Rebound by Feraligatr. And Hitmonchan with the Hitmonchan takes the feed. And a timeout by Lake of Rage. That might just do it. And I'm not certain what they were trying to do on that last play. Trunks waited, and then took a really long 3. Trunks fouling Gyarados, who's going to head to the line now. With 5 seconds left, just make 1, and it's basically over. Gyarados 7 points, 5 rebounds, I believe, but about 80 gajillion blocks, it feels like. First free throw, good. Gyarados has been such a vital piece on this team. Second free throw, no good, but it's still a 4-point game. That one didn't matter as much. Now all they need to do is not foul, and they should have the victory. Timeout called by the Saiyans. They need to get their shooters out there. I think Trunks. I think Vegeta. Piccolo the inbounder. He had Goku for a second. Trunks puts it up. Got it! Not over yet. It's a 1-point game. Trunks is 16. Foul by Goku against Hitmonchan. And Central City does have a timeout. Oh my, we are in for a heck of a finish. Hitmonchan at the line has 21 points so far.
At the line for the Lakers, number 7, 2 shots.
First free throw. Good. It's 22 for Hitmonchan. Second free throw. Also good. It's a 3-point game. Timeout Saiyans. 2 clutch free throws for Hitmonchan. Now the question is, who does the ball go to on this play? Is it Vegeta? I think you got to send it to Trunks. He's been your best player in this game. But it's whoever's open, I think, is the most important thing. 2 seconds left. Piccolo waiting. Finds Vegeta outside the 3-point line. What is Piccolo doing? Vegeta's got it, though! Are you kidding me? Vegeta hits the shot! I cannot believe it! But they're reviewing it! Vegeta thinks he got it! We take a look. That is close. That is as close as it's gonna get. And if they lose this, if he didn't get it off, blame Piccolo. What a terrible decision. And they wave it off. Lake of Rage wins this one. And a disaster final play. Vegeta gets up, makes the miracle shot, but Piccolo's pass was inside the 3-point line. Vegeta had to get it outside before hucking it up. I cannot believe it. I have never seen anything like this before. And that will do it. Lake of Rage escapes with the victory. 82-79 your final. And for all our friends at Elite Four TV, I'm Curtis Coleman, thanking you for joining us for the KBA action.